Hello YouTubers, this will be a video review of my ThinkPad T530 professional business laptop from Lenovo. Here's the Lenovo label and the ThinkPad label. I custom ordered this online from Lenovo.com and it shipped out pretty quickly, I believe within a week. So, let's start off from the front. Here's the little switch thing you use to open the screen. Here's let me zoom, focus that in. That's the express card slot right here. This comes out and you can put an express card in there. Express card device. Here's the SD card port that does not work with micro SD. You have to have an adapter. SanDisk makes them. This is the headphone, microphone combination headset. 3mm connection. This is the disk drive. The Ultra Bay can also fit in there. The Ethernet port. The Kensington lock connection. USB 2.0 powered. I spent a little extra and got a 9-cell battery for this, and the lifetime is great on it. One thing I don't like is it's kind of wiggly in there. Let me kind of show you that. It still holds in there great, it's fine, but it's just a little wiggly. The AC adapter, it says 20 volts on there, and here's the actual AC adapter with the traditional yellow tip. It also says 20 volts, which is kind of odd, but it's 120 volts. And if you didn't notice, it is a 90-watt one that came with the computer because this one has an NVIDIA graphics processor on it with 1 GB memory. And then this has the Core i5, I forgot the gigahertz, it has 4 GB of RAM, has a 320 GB hard drive. I know, I prefer the smaller ones because I don't have a lot of stuff to store on there. And there's a lower failure rate, I believe, for smaller hard drives. It just seems like that to me. So this one came with the Seagate one. Seagate hard drive. I forgot the model of it, but this is where the hard drive is stored. This is where the RAM cards are. This is the connection for the dock. Here is a keyboard draining slot thing right here. And also, as I mentioned, the disk drive comes out. So what you do is you just slide this up. And actually, I just noticed that moves, and then once that's slid up, you have to push that at the same time. Let me try this. It's hard to do with one hand, but oh, that was easy. Okay, so my camera's having problems focusing today. There's the I believe that's SATA connection, SATA 2 connection. You can fit the Ultra Bay in there with another hard drive. Excuse me if I forget all the names of everything, because I used to be up to date with all this, and then once I got it, I stopped looking at computer videos and stuff, and then now I just kind of forgot what everything is. I don't even remember exactly how much gigahertz is on this computer and everything. So take a moment to look at the vents on the computer in case you're thinking about getting a computer laptop fan for it, like I did. It gets mostly hot over here in this region, probably right here where the processor is. So the hard drive doesn't have any vents on it, but it should be kept cool. There's some vents surrounding it, but unlike the ThinkPad Edge 15, which I had before this, there's not much of a like a cooling problem. This computer tends to cool itself fine, even when I'm playing games on it. I was playing Bioshock 2 on this, and it ran beautifully. It had amazing graphics. It didn't crash, so even though this is the NVIDIA Business Series graphics, it still runs great. It runs amazing, actually. So if you're wanting a gaming computer with ThinkPad reliability and durability, I would go with this. By the way, I got this when it first came out, so this is the first version of the T530, and it works great. So besides that blue screen problem I told you about, the only other glitch I really don't like is whenever I'm trying to press the volume up, down, or volume mute buttons, I have to either click on the start menu or hit the Windows key first, because the way Lenovo has it, it's a program running in there for the volume buttons, and I guess maybe, you know, I don't know, but it's always like that. I guess maybe the priorities. Let me see. I don't think I've came to the back yet. So USB 2.0 powered. Oh, I did come to the back. Okay, sorry. AC AC port. You can see where the metal hinge has gotten darker because of the heat, actually. And these are both steel hinges, by the way. Anyway, fan vent and fan vent. One thing I need to mention is a lot of people, including me, think that air comes in through the back and from the bottom and then comes out through the side. That's not true. Air comes in through the bottom and then comes out both of these vents right here. So make sure not to block the vents. Here's another air out vent. Let me focus that. I've gotten it kind of messy. Dirty, I mean. Here's a mini display port, VGA port, USB 3.0 port, USB 2.0 port, and if you get it with the option of a smart card reader, I believe that will be right there. There's a 1394, I believe that's FireWire port, and then the wireless internet switch. So yeah, I'm amazed by how durable this computer is versus the ThinkPad Edge. Just listen to it. It's pretty good. Now let's go and take a look at it on the inside. Whenever I open this real fast, it actually lifts up the base, which is amazing because, you know, look at that. The hinges are really strong. But anyway, this is Lenovo Enhanced Experience 3 with Windows 7 and Core i5. I got this right before they switched to Windows 8, so I'm lucky. I'm used to Windows 7 and those more software and games compatible with Windows 7, so I'm good for now. Here's the volume, mute, volume up and down buttons, the microphone mute. This ThinkVantage button doesn't work. At least I haven't gotten it to work. Let me get this in the light. Okay, there we go. Here's all of the keys. Unlike the ThinkPad Edge, you have to hit the function button, then this key. And unlike the previous ThinkPad series, this key is white. It's not red or anything. So, and you know, it has the new, what's it called? Like Island keyboard or something like that. Here's the track point. It came with the other track point, I forgot the name of it, but I got separate track points. I think this is like the RIM one or something. So, this keyboard is backlit. I'll show you that in just a minute, and it still has a Think light on it too. So, here's the buttons that go along with the track point. Here's the track pad. It's textured. I like that. Here are the buttons that goes with the trackpad. So if you hit function once, if you hold on function and then hit the keyboard once, it backlights a little bit. You do it again, it gets brighter. You do it again, it turns off, and then the Think light comes on. It's a bright, soft white LED. You do it a third time, it turns off. Now, I'm going to set the camera down for just a second, and I'm going to turn off my lights. So I just turned off both of my lights, and here's the laptop. I'm going to press function, space. It's not too bright, but it definitely works under low light conditions. Hit again, it gets brighter. Now it's brighter. And then the Think light turns on. So you can see the Think light, how well it illuminates. Let me focus. How well it illuminates the keyboard. And, you know, the buttons right there. Over off the sides, it's not lit up that well, but, you know, if you're here in person, you'll notice it is lit up a little bit, just not as well as the center. So, let me go ahead and set this down, and then turn on my lights again. Whoops. Moved my surge suppressor out underneath the table. Alright, let me turn this back off. So, now, here, let me get my AC adapter, and then Oh, one thing I want you to notice is whenever I plug it in, the battery light stops blinking, starts blinking. Then once I unplug it, it stays lit. Once I plug it in, it will flash again, and then it stops staying lit. So let me show you this. There's two lights on the back cover, the running off battery light and then the sleep mode light. And then down here, there's only two lights. It's the internet on light and the hard drive and use light. Now let me go ahead and show you the fingerprint reader. Now I'm going to show you a bad quality fingerprint. It just flashes once and then right there it said bad quality. Now I'm going to show you a failed finger. You heard that noise it made and it was flashing orange and it said failed up there. And now I'm going to log in with my correct finger. It flashes green a few times, then it logs in, and then there's my channel. Now whenever I hit the mute button, that comes up on the screen. I'm going to unmute it. I'm going to hit the volume up and down, and hit the microphone mute. Now I'm going to hit the mute button, and turn the volume up, and it will automatically mute it. So there's that. One thing I also like is the power button has a light around it. So that's really it when it comes to the lights. Now, oh, also, you probably noticed that whenever you mute something, the little orange LED comes on. Now, here is the camera. The microphone is somewhere around it. And then, right there, that thing that's kind of glowing is the little LED that makes all that light for the Think light. Now, this is the screen. I'm squeezing on it, nothing much is happening. I'm kind of banging it. It has the roll cage built in everywhere. And when you're looking at it from here, this is the hard drive, this is the CD drive. So let me go ahead and kind of close this. I have it set not to go to sleep mode, by the way, whenever I close this. So I'm going to go ahead and press the eject button on this. Light flashed. Now it's reading, even though there's nothing in there. So that's it for the computer. So let me move on to the little sleeve I got for it. Focus that in.